Alright, fellas, this is part one of the Nuke guide. This is the lightning round utility. I'm only showing you the lineups. I'm not going to talk about strategy in any way whatsoever. So, first things first. Well, let's go ahead and pop these windows. So, for the outside utility, let's start with the smoke walls. There's a couple ways of doing it. The classic way is the red smoke wall. I'm going to go ahead and tuck myself in the edge of the truck here. Toss one in between these two Windows panels. And after I toss her, what I'm going to do is tap W so I can just be on the on top of the edge of the little truck here, and then I'm going to toss one looking at this window here. It looks like that. Yes. In one motion. Here's what it looks like. Toss there. Pretty forgiving. IMO. For the third one, the one for the cross, what the hell is that? Just follow this shadow here, looking that way, and you toss her once you reach the end of the big shadow here. And you have your full coverage for the red cross. For the traditional smoke wall that everybody's throwing nowadays, you can just go ahead and sit on top of this yellow line, look underneath the left lamp for the first one, and right at the edge, right edge of that cable for the second one. They look like this. Bam. If you have a third smoke, you can also throw the top mini smoke by looking to the left of the lamp instead of underneath it. Go ahead and throw all three of them like that. Bam, bam, and bam. The mini smoke does this waterfall effect. Just a little more coverage for you. You can also throw a top mini smoke from over here by looking in between the lamp and this sort of negative space in between the lamp and the post, and then you crouch and you toss her. That covers the mini entrance. If you only have one smoke and you still want to put pressure mid, maybe. I said I was going to talk about strategy. More lineups. Okay, garage smoke from here. You just hug this. Look at the shadow here, the shadow of the lamppost. And you toss her. For a outside heaven, which is cool if you pair it with the normal wall, you look inside this little vent thing and you tap W jump throw. Show you what that looks like. Like that, covering outside heaven. Pretty neat. And the last one I'm going to show from at least down here, once you've done these things here, is the lurk squeaky smoke, which is you can tuck yourself here, look, or crouch, look 1, 2 edges like that, uncrouch, and toss her by jumping. And that's gonna cover the vent entrance, as you can see. And as I try to come up with anything else, there's a bunch of shit you can throw towards red and whatnot, but this is just the essentials, right? Oh, except for one thing. I'll show the neat heaven smoke from spawn. If you're gonna rush it, you can hug this thing here, look towards this gimmick here, on this pipe or whatever this is, this wire. Look over here. So I just find where the post is and I look up from it like that. That's how I found it. You just hug the truck until the truck is done, and then you toss her once your crosshair reaches the the edge of the building. I think I waited a little too long. It still landed, but I just wanted to show how this one looks. There you go. Pretty neat, but you don't have to know that. Okay, for roof, so A executes. I'm gonna show just the main stuff. So what probably everybody does is this util set. So you go up here on the bottom of this, whatever this is. This is a circle. Look in the bottom of this window here. Give it a run and toss her. This one spreads to bottom treacher sometimes. Here's you gotta run pretty far. I pretty much run until my crosshair pretty much I'm about to fall on that pass. If you toss it not if you toss it too haphazardly, well that one worked. I'm trying to fail. Hold on. There you go. That's gonna fail. Yeah, like that. Looks identical to the other one, but you gotta run just you know just run a little more. And after you do that, you can hug the left of the circle here, look for the post, and then this little dent to the left, and toss a flashes here. These are the best flashes to entry because they don't blind your friends. Notice how I'm completely unblind for all of it. And of course, anybody playing any of these positions is getting completely destroyed. Very nice flashes. You can also throw a Molotov from the same position using the same lineup. I looked a little to the right, but it doesn't matter. Spreads to this backside here and a lot of the backside area. So yeah, so that's what most people throw. You can also throw these flashes from down here. Which is a little faster if you're coming up the ladder. So I'm just gonna show a way to Molotov hut as fast as possible, pretty much. So you're gonna look at the fourth step here to the left of it, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I count rectangles, so 1, 2, 3 rectangles in the top left. You figure it out by yourself. And then you hug the truck, and then on your second step you toss her. So 1, 2. I use the audio cue for that one. So if you're doing that and you're tossing your Molotov and you're going as fast as humanly possible, you can also come back here, toss her, and this is sort of as fast as you can throw utility from the roof. I'm gonna show you 2 more things here. So first one is from this corner here. You can look 1, 2, 3, 4 and here and do a middle click jump throw. That's gonna smoke mini for you. Very complicated, and you probably will never need it because the people downstairs usually smoke that shit. But what you do want to know is this new stuff. From this little smudge here, what you do is you toss this guy, which covers the hut and Mustang. That one didn't quite cover all of hut, but you know. One can dream. Let me see if yeah, no, it was over here. There you go. and you can smoke heaven from it. You look underneath this spot here, and then you go all the way to the next beam, and then you left click throw. Oh, sorry, I forgot to forgot to break that window there, which you do have to do for this guy here. But window, and then you can throw a flash on this rectangle here. It clips the edge of that window frame there, and it pops very high in the air. You see it right there. And it's way too high to hit your friends, as you can see there. It's sort of popping like right at this wall here. So that's the util set from the smudge. Which I think is the best, honestly. If you do like a full Ezek having that flash, the molly that also spreads towards Mustang, and the having smoke from one position, very nice. Now the people inside, pretty easy stuff. You're just gonna do that, and then you're gonna toss flashes into Mini to get out. If this is smoked, which is often will be, you can line yourself up with, the middle uh, door handle there, and just sort of eyeball this guy like that. Something to that effect. And one flash I like to show from this position here is you look to the left of that thing over there, and you can come out because that flash pops outside of your vision. Just freely come out, and that guy obviously is deadly. Okay, let's most of what you need to know. For the lurk smoke from here, let me just go ahead and clean up, if I can type. You just toss the exact same lineup that you use your, I didn't run enough, that you use your HE. So you coming out, you're doing that and that, and you can, if I'm good enough, did I not even, yeah, there you go. You can make it down here without being spotted. This is what it looks like from outside. And for ramp, I really only have like the lurk smoke. You can like toss her like that, where to cover yourself from hell. I toss her a little too high. You can toss her looking at this sign. And you can toss a flash inside of it too. Sort of the same idea. There you go. That looks much better. I don't know, I'm not a RAM player. Okay. Into the CT side of things. Default you throw all the time, so the Molotov, let me actually go ahead and pull the CT Molotov. You just hug this wall until you see this huge fucking post. I look in the edge of the white thing, and I just run it. in one motion. Here, found the thing, toss her. What you can also do is back up a little bit and toss an HE. I did not run nearly enough. Fucking hell. Clear that. There you go. And that will pretty much get there. As a T would be trying to cross. They get tagged by the smoke and then they get slowed by the HE, you know the drill. Or you throw a flash as you're getting here. Glaive smoke. Very straightforward. Okay. And the other nade util set that you need is from heaven, so in order to get there from heaven, you look at the bottom of this pipe here. That's your molly. And then you can either throw an HE sort of looking there in order to just bounce it straight in. Or if you're going towards top HUD, you can toss one looking at the circle there. And that's gonna deal about a little bit less, but also, pretty much the same amount of damage to anybody trying to beat this Molotov here. If the door is already broken, you can jump throw a smoke here to get it inside. And as a retake piece of utility, you can tuck into this corner here and toss a flash, which is gonna pop right underneath where you're looking. Or you can toss one that way. Trying to think if I'm missing anything. Can't think of anything. That must be it. Everything else will be covered when we talk about how you're supposed to actually play this map.